Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all, pushing His truth throughout the four winds. All right, it's the brother Khalad from the Lake Charles, Louisiana camp. And through the Spirit, man, I hope this is edifying. Okay, as you can see, I labeled this video. This should never be the reason men fall away. And that I'm speaking of is women, because it's too many examples of great men falling because of women. So if the scriptures were given for and written for our learning to see that it was certain things that made men fall, and this is the blueprint on how to conduct yourself and carry yourself, we see that the number one fall of men would be women. It's not power. If it's power, men receive power to do what? Get women. Men try to get all the money in the world to do what? Get women. You know what I'm saying? So all the examples we have and all the people who failed due to women, this should be the very last thing that causes men to fall away. You know what I'm saying? Some men have different weaknesses. You know, some things move brothers in certain ways versus other brothers. But man, we have too many examples of great men falling, and it's because of women. All right. It's Proverbs 31. I'm going to just go through the chapter and have a few precepts in here and pray that it's edifying to you brothers. Okay, this is Proverbs 31. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. So this is a woman. This is a woman teaching her son. It could be worse when you know what I'm saying, a man could teach you about women, but when a woman's telling you something about it, and she is a woman, you know what I'm saying? So she's moved herself aside to say, I know how it is. All right. It says what? My son? It says, and what? The son of my womb? And what? The son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor the ways to that which destroyeth kings. Okay? Don't give your strength to women. All right? Because it destroyeth kings. You get tied up with just things of pleasing this woman, and man, it just throw you way off in left field, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is 1 Esdras 4:22. Then I'm going to jump to 26-27. It says, by this also we must know that women have dominion over you. Okay? And this was the when they had the three men, and they were trying to explain to the king the things that I'm gonna just roughly paraphrase. I think it was like they were trying to find and bring before him three things that was true. You know, and this was the last person who was like women. He said women. He says, by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? You know what I'm saying? Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and became servants for their sakes. Many have also perished and erred and sinned for women. Now, hearing things like this, that should automatically throw a red flag up in your head to be like, man, I have to really watch this and be real precautious when it comes to women. Okay? These were great men. Kings. All right? great men, kings that fell. You know what I'm saying? Kings, bro. They took the plunge. So what does that tell you? Like, man, you really have to be precautious on the things that pertains to these women, bro. It's better off not to just deal with them. Like I watched the video from the elder Apostle Gabar. You know, hey, bro, it's just don't deal with them. You know? This is Sirach 25, I'm going to start at 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. All wickedness have nothing on the wickedness of a woman, bro. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So these wicked women are going to be given to wicked men. And that's going to be their punishment. Okay? But brothers, I'm pretty sure brothers have them. And hey, you see. It's those times they come, man, and they bring that demon jump on them, bro. And it's just like, man, it gets real chaotic. You know? But we have to use wisdom in these situations because we know we have to give honor to the woman as the weaker vessel. So you know Satan gonna jump on them. So when those times come, maybe harder and easier said than done, but we have to use wisdom and not let these things knock us off the horse. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we're not gonna get righteous women on this side. You know what I'm saying? You have some that you could tolerate. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's not going to be what you think it should be. Okay? It says, check this out. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Bro, let me break that down. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged. So you got a man that's 80 years old trying to climb up, let's say trying to climb up a rock, and it's sand. You know, gravity is going to pull sand straight down. So this man he already old. He's trying to climb up this rock, and sand is going down, and he's trying to climb against that sand. It's basically telling you it's pointless. It's pointless to argue with these women, bro. It says, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. She's going to pull you down. You could try to go and take the high road and this and that, but bro, it's telling you that man is quiet, but she's still going to pull him down, bro. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire not for pleasure. Desire her not for pleasure. Because you get twisted and tangled in the affairs of the beauty of a woman, and the way the world has pushed off the vibration to women that know they look good. Now they wear this pride because you have simps and Negroes that to constantly tell them, oh man, she bad, she beautiful, she a diamond, all these things. And that does something to her ego. Now she's walking around full of pride, and you can't even, you just simply try to approach her. And what happens? Nose in the air. You know what I'm saying? To the nose up in the air like she better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And first thing she want is like, what can you give me or do, you know what I'm saying, do for me, or what kind of car you drive, or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman batheth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband is in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. That man is constantly just like beat down. You weak in the knees, you ready to fall. Feeble hands, you shaking. You know what I'm saying? Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All these things that's warning you about this woman, and you still have men that fall out of the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua behind women. Wow. With all these warnings. Verse 4. It says, it is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for a princess strong drink. Okay? And these are philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Because the things women bring, they'll have your mind. They have your mind going. Those snares and traps, you know what I'm saying? That's what women are. It's conniving. And that's like a strong drink. It's intoxicating to men. That's why men go out of their wits. They fall into that spell. They drink of that drink of their woman. Lest thy drink and forget the law. Now you're drunk off pleasing her, and whatever she wants you to do, you're going to do it. That is hard to think that you're not supposed to be eating crawfish, but you go to an event with this chick you just met. You first of all go to church, and then they have a crawfish ball in the back, and you break the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua just to please that woman, or whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy to think that men would actually do things like that, but it happens. Okay? And pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. Okay? And wine unto those that be of heavy hearts, because they need it. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Okay? Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Okay? This is Sirach 26. Start at 14. It says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Okay? A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her countenance mind cannot be valued. See that? Her mind is steadfast on pleasing her man. It's steadfast on pleasing her husband. All right? It's 11. It says, the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her. This is a virtuous woman. And these are the things that a virtuous woman is supposed to be doing. Okay? It says, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. So she's sewing clothes. She's cooking. She is like the merchants, ships. She bringeth her food from afar. Okay? She raiseth also while it is yet night. So she's up before the sun comes up, and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. So she's up making breakfast, baking biscuits, you know what I'm saying? Cooking grits and all those things. You know what I'm saying? Scrambling eggs and basically having everything in order before the sun even comes up. All right? She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. So now she's a grinder. Okay? She girdeth her loins with strength and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle. So now she's sewing, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. This woman sounds super. She sounds like, hey bro, she know what's going on. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. So whatever the cause may be, she's going to do what she has to do, that her household has what they need. Okay? For all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. All right? When he sitteth among the elders of the land. All right? She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. So she's trading, bringing in money, cooking, you know what I'm saying? Basically handling business. But this is a virtuous woman. Okay? It says, strength and honor are her clothing. So she wears shamefacedness like it's supposed to be. All right? She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. So this is a soft, well-spoken woman. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her focus is not on the club scene. You know what I'm saying? Her focus is not on going out with her girls and pleasing them versus what's going on at home. All right? There's no idleness in her. Her children arise up and call her blessed, because they're like, man, this is somebody we should follow after. We need that work ethic that she has, that humbleness, that kindness. Okay? Her husband also, and he praiseth her. He praiseth her. Like, man, this is what's up. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's supposed to be done. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. So if men show favor, or everybody shows favor to a woman because she have long hair, she's got real pretty skin, she's just desirable. But we just read that don't chase beauty. Beauty is vain. Okay? Beauty is vain. But the woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. So there's no need to big up her, because what she's doing, it speaks for itself. All right? I got a couple precepts. This is 1 Peter 3:5. It says, for after this manner in the old time, the holy woman also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. So this is how women's supposed to be. But she was warning her son, which was going to be king, like, if you find one that's virtuous, this is what she's supposed to do, and this is how you deal with her. But don't just give your yourself over to vain beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because women are conniving, and she knew this. Don't just look at her for all the wrong reasons. All right? This is how women are. Okay? This is Sirach 7:25. I applied mine heart to know and to search, and I say Sirach, Salakia, Ecclesiastes. I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman. You're better off dead than living with a woman. You're better off dead. It's more bitter. And that makes you think, like, what can be more bitter than dying? And it's telling you a woman can. Whose heart, her mind, is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High will escape from her. And this is why women should not have no control over you. Okay? Women should not have no dominion over nothing you do. If it's time to make videos, that's what you do. If it's time to be with the brotherhood, that's what you do. Okay? If it's time to read, that's what you do. All right? It says, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. So a test was ran to see if there's any righteous men or righteous women, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those I have not found. Now this is, imagine this. This is Solomon, King Solomon. Now, imagine back in his day not finding one righteous woman. Imagine if he was here today trying to find a righteous woman. Man, there'd be a lot of heads rolling. Easily. Very easily. And we think we're going to find a virtuous woman today when he couldn't find one and he was a king. And he done a test on it. Okay? So this should never be the reason men fall, which is women. That should never be the reason a man falls away from this truth, bruh. Never. Too many examples, too many stories, and just too much knowing. You just know from the beginning. Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostle, that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.